Hey everyone. So, this will be the little morning chat thing. I didn't get to do one last night because I passed out. Had a similar situation from the night before. I'm just doing my best here. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. So, there's a couple of special things about today. Number one being that today is my Venus return. So, I told myself, stop wallowing. You gotta get up, shower, and get ready to do videos or whatever the case may be, whatever it is. I told myself, no, you gotta get up and do things. You gotta get up and live. It's your Venus return. Make Venus proud today. So, yeah. I am going to do some readings in a bit and see where that takes me. I'm actually really excited about Keep It Parasite, replaying it. I was just too tired to continue, but it's really fun playing the game again. I'm realizing a lot of things as I'm playing it. All the synchronicities. And I don't know. It's one of those times. It's one of those days. But I know I gotta keep going. Everyone else does the same. And I gotta keep shining bright and smiling, because that's what my mom would want. And I know it sounds kind of like, okay, all right. It's just pep talk for me, because I'm going through a lot of emotional upheaval and turmoil. And I just gotta keep going though. This one right here, esta que está aquí, she's not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I'm not gonna stop. I've been hurt so many times in my life, but I gotta keep going. It's what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. And I gotta take that in and keep going, because I am strong. I mean, come on. My Venus is in Leo. She's in Leo. She's courageous and brave. Even if she's harshly aspected by Pluto, that just gives her extra flavor, because Pluto can be dark, but it's transformative. My love is transformative. I know I have this, I want to say gift. Sometimes I've seen it as a curse, where I come into people's lives and I shake things up without realizing it. I'm a catalyst for people's healing. But sometimes people don't want to heal, and that's okay. That's on them. I gotta keep doing it for me. And I've been through such an emotional upheaval for so long, and blindsided by so many things. I realized that I fell into very similar patterns, at least what I perceive, because we all perceive things differently. I'm only responsible for my own thoughts. That's how I should really, because I have my moments that I'm but no, I'm only responsible for my thoughts. That's what I'm learning now. Take responsibility for your own thoughts, because that is what molds your universe. And I realized that I had a lot of healing to do, but I know during this time for me, no matter how much things were uprooted, no matter how much I went through on an emotional level, on a physical level, on a mental level. I was talking to my cousin the other night, and I was telling him I would like to discuss this more on an actual audio where I speak about my spiritual experiences, because I'm so sorry I keep changing it. I'm just getting tired of holding the phone. But I've had a lot of really weird shit happen to me in the last year and a half specifically. It seemed like psychosis. It seemed like, again, I'm not I'm saying I'm not a doctor, but I went through a lot of I know it's gonna sound really weird to say, what you see in horror movies and stuff like that. I feel like I experienced it, like body convulsions and all this stuff. It's like, okay, girl, go to a doctor. Some stuff just doesn't have answers. And that's why I've been so adamant, because a lot of things I haven't discussed openly, and I don't know who to discuss it with. And that's okay. I will either get through it myself or the right person will come along. But I have experienced, I know that people that have awakened their kundalini go through so much. Like, dude, some people like end up in the hospital and they don't get out, or like they just stay in the hospital for a long time once they awaken their kundalini. I know I had some crazy shit happen to me. I was telling my cousin, I was like, those things, it's funny because I don't really watch anything anymore. I haven't watched things for a couple of years. Very rarely do I watch anything. So I don't really, whatever comes through is collective thoughts or my own experiences. And I'm going to limit myself even, I don't want to say limit. I want to kind of ground myself for now, because like I've been doing a purging of watching content that just doesn't service me anymore, or anything that just like I need to stop for my mental health. So that's what I've just been doing, and working on myself because I gotta. But yeah, some crazy spiritual shit, which I might talk about in a little bit more depth in an audio. But I've gone through some really crazy shit, guys. I believe I awakened my kundalini, but I'm not sure yet. I don't know. There's just so much to it, and I haven't really had a chance to go deeper into it because I've been going through such emotional upheaval for a while now, and to realize that it's so scary. Sorry, I keep moving the camera. It's so scary because I realized I was like, I don't want to repeat the mistakes of my parents. And it's so funny because Mars is conjunct, no, not Mars, excuse me. Oh, Mars is conjunct Uranus. That's happening. That's a thing. I think tomorrow is like the exact conjunction. Ooh. But there's also, in my personal chart, my North Node is conjunct the Chiron transiting. There's a lot. And I'll do that in another, but first for la 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 la. I'm so silly. It's been a lot. So I'm just getting back on track because I gotta do it for me. No one else but for me. And that's what I'm learning to love myself above all else, because every time that I loved so openly and freely, I keep getting the same message of, are you loving yourself first? I always put others first. So I need to work on that. I gotta work on that. And I know I am. I know, and I don't, there are moments, because when you're upset about something, there will be regrets. I've said it, but I will say this in regards to it. The amount of growth that I've endured, the growing pains of being a human and everything. Before I used to be like, oh, like, yes, you can thank people for the experience. Oh, my heart. Sorry. But in the end of the day, you're the one living the experience. You're the strong one that keeps going if something doesn't go right. You're the one that keeps going. No matter what. It's you. You're the one that holds the power. Just like someone that comes to me, you are so amazing. You've done this, that. You allowed the lessons to flow through you. I didn't do a thing. I just, I spoke about my like what I've learned, and the rest you did on your own. Taking responsibility for one's actions, good or bad, is important in my eyes. So yeah, never underestimate yourself. What I've gone through, I was blaming myself for opening my heart. Even just earlier here, I was like, but you know what? That just makes me more beautiful because I opened my heart so big. Without fear. Well, I can't say that I had fear, but it was not stronger than the love. And I know I spoke from my heart, and everything that came from this experience that I had was love. And I know it. Whatever it became later on, that's something else. But I know in my heart, I loved with all of me. And I have nothing to regret in regards to that. My heart is pure and full of love. Right now I'm healing and I recognize it. But I'm love and I'm full of love. My Venus and Leo is happy to hear that. Sorry, this video is all over the place. All right, enough of me. Take care and on to the next one. Bye.